All right, welcome everyone. We are live. No model today. Oh, someone didn't mute the stream. No model today. Used to not be a problem because I used to pull the chat from the back end, but I don't know. The front end seems to crash as often as the back end now. I've actually to kick things off. I've actually been switching browsers. I'm still probably going to keep using all the old uh, browsers I use for like production purposes, but yeah. Why is Pat streaming at a reasonable time? I don't think we've had too many, like, if we've been streaming at an unreasonable time, it's because we did like a that 13-hour stream. What browser were you using before? So I was using, I've been on and off. I switched between Firefox and Iridium, and I finally got tired of using Firefox. And I knew from experience of like using Iridium that I wanted to switch to a browser that wasn't Chromium. So I'm using Zen now, which I kind of like. I think it's a novel browser. Firefox was good when I was in high school, 2008. Firefox is a weird thing where it kind of it has a parabolic reputation. Because there will be people who are like, don't you know that they get most of their money from Google? And it's like, yeah, but they get most of their money from Google because they put Google as the default search engine. What specs do you even have, Pat? Yeah, it's kind of concerning. OBS isn't supporting my old 700 series NVIDIA card, so that's a tall order to find a decent non-Chromium browser these days. Fucking true. If Firefox didn't exist, Google would be struck with a monopoly lawsuit. I mean, Edge exists. Um, Opera exists. There's all those like non-Chrome alternatives, even on Android. Why would you want a non-Chromium browser? Because I don't want it to run like shit. I listen to music on my browser, and I don't think that should take a quarter of my RAM. My 64 gigs. Okay, one music tab isn't taking a quarter of my RAM, but I mean, like, I do a lot of internet tasks, and it's ridiculous how like inefficient Chromium browsers seem to be. Edge is a Chromium-based browser. Yeah, but Microsoft runs it. It's kind of the key difference. Just because everybody's using forks of Chrome doesn't mean that Google holds the monopoly necessarily. I've got limited time that I'm home, so I'm kind of just trying to focus my time on stuff that I can make content about while I'm here, which is mainly the Oblivion Remaster. I'm largely done with the for the progress update. I got through the Oblivion video rewatch. I'm pretty happy with that video. I might talk about that in a bit. Um, I loaded up the old project file into Premiere, which was kind of a nightmare. God, Premiere it has only gotten worse with time. And it's kind of cursed that, so because it's the same PC, it still has all the preferences from when I used to use it. So it still like responds to my commands when I tell it to zoom out, because I have like custom keybinds for all that stuff. So it's like seeing an abomination of your grandma, you know? But so we ripped the old audio. Oh look, it's the animation that my friend just doesn't exist, where he messes with the sheathed sword or dagger. But yeah, so I got into the old project files and I exported. It's all mostly there. There's like one B-roll track I just couldn't track down, but there's usually like 3 audio channels, sometimes a couple more for effects, but it's like we've got all the old ambient background noise, we've got all the voiceover, we've got all the old music. So because of that, the audio remaster is going to be able to go pretty well. And then, but thankfully I get to hand that off to somebody else. That's one of the upsides of it. And then if we can, so then, because it's an opportunity, right? If I'm already working, it's like a patch, if you will, for the old video. So in turn, I get to like address some stuff. Like I fixed the Nerroot thing. If you guys are Oblivion video aficionados, you will remember the Nerroot controversy. No, it's not how I say it. The controversy is that I think in like 2012 there was this there's this place in France called CERN where they did the satanic ritual because they were like colliding superparticles together. And so they did this satanic ritual and it split realities. And so like everybody kind of got shuffled into like an alternate universe where like everything was mostly the same. Like I still owned all the same clothes. I still, you know, had the same food in my pantry. But like Nelson Mandela didn't die in prison. They call them the Berenstain Bears. And apparently in this universe you can fucking drop Nerroot, and that's never been a thing that you couldn't. So yeah, I fixed that section by making it about the Necromancer's Amulet, because it's the same thing. The whole point of the section is the unofficial patch affects people's memory of how the game works. And so it's like, you can't get the Necromancer's Amulet by default in Oblivion. That's an unofficial patch thing. That's because they silent patched it, right, in the unofficial patch? No, it's because reality fucking fundamentally shifted, and I apparently was misremembering things. I have no clue. I can't explain it. It's CERN, by the way. Hey, I didn't spell it out. Someone else spelled it out. Is Fallout doomed if Bethesda lets Emil own it? But there are more Emil Pagliarulo games than there are Chris Avallone or the other guy. So I don't know what to tell you, man. But listen, yeah, Pat's so mad reality shifted. It feels like I've been gaslit. It feels like reality is just lying to me. So I mean, like, I don't know, maybe someone in like a position of power deleted all like records of forum posts on the matter of not being able to drop Nerroot. All of those forum posts from 2007, someone went back and deleted them from the archives. Why do we need a VTuber? We've got Drowns and Come. I'm not sure why we need a VTuber model right now. This is literally better. But yeah, that's the type of thing I get to fix with the audio remaster. But I'm kind of proud of the Oblivion video. There's not like a ton of things that you gotta fix. Wait, you could always drop Nerroot or couldn't? Apparently you always could. Even if you, like, had... I was of the impression that... This is weird, I thought I picked up some. I was always of the impression that you can't, if you're on the quest. In Oblivion. Obviously this is the remaster, but that was always my impression. I have memories of that being a problem. I remember complaining to people about how annoying it was that you had to do this quest to get 100 of this fucking plant in order to actually get it out of your inventory. But apparently, I just gaslit myself. Because, you know, I can't be the one that says that reality has fundamentally changed. Oh no, that's just too controversial. Alright. Shift left click. Yeah, see? Why is this UI so Skyrim'd? A lot of this has been Skyrim'd. I mean, I don't see that as a problem. I didn't like the old compass. Even if the old compass... Like, okay. So they've got the old, like, Smirnova... Actually, I don't know why I'm saying it's Smirnova style. The same person did Oblivion and Skyrim. But they've got the old, like, UI style with all the icons and stuff. And then they're mixing it with, like, the new... kind of Skyrimified. I don't really care. I think Skyrim's UI looks better. So... You like the new texture pack for this game? That's not the reason I'm playing it. The reason I'm playing it is the bizarre changes. So let's start with this. Let's check out my load screen. Okay, you see we've got about 14 hours in our playthrough here as Drowns in the Come, and I'm level 21. Alright, so this is, I was like level 7 in the, in the video playthrough. As I'm sure a lot of other people have commented, leveling in Oblivion is very quickly, and it kind of has introduced its own problems. Now, the main reason it's so fast, in particular for me, what the fuck is that gator jaw? Hey, I am partially the reason why I got this jaw. So here's my skill lineup. It's not the same as the previous build. I remade that class. Did your video character end at level 28 or something? Yeah, I want to say that's pretty right. But yeah, so the big change that, like, all skills contribute, obviously, is a factor, but, like... Who's ever seen Restoration 100? Like, legitimately. I know, I just showed. I have 105 training sessions. I did not train Restoration once at the trainer. Nobody's ever seen Restoration 100. Destruction 13 is triggering me. Yeah, the fun thing about this is that I'm playing a magic build and not using Destruction. Although I probably will start to, because weakness effects are goated. But yeah, so honestly, like, all of the magic skills are like the easiest to level now. So the way you do it is you don't even use spell making, just go buy the generic restoration, like, absorb health spells. So they factor in the base costs of magicka in magic skill ups, and this spell, so, like, let me remember the numbers right. Every time you jump up one of these tiers, it does twice as much damage, but the base cost goes up 2.5 times, which means the rate at which you get experience every time you get a new tier of absorb health, the rate at which you gain experience outpaces the damage it does. And so there's just like an accelerating rate at which you gain experience. How did they justify that leveling change? So that's how it works in Skyrim. And it's fine. The issue is that they didn't really seem to change the XP curve. I mean, they probably did, but they didn't do enough with it. I don't think it's just a matter that they like wanted to change how macros work, because obviously this just changes the types of macros that people are using. But yeah, I've just kind of been... So I haven't done any quests. The only quest I've done is join the Fighters Guild. I joined the Fighters and the Mages Guild so that I could loot the guild halls for money to pay for training early on. Because it's a little tough when you're gaining like a level every hour at the start of the game. It's a little tough to keep up with those training costs. Do you think the remaster is a W or L overall? For whom? Obviously, that's a factor in the equation. Best quest is turning it off. Yeah, if you follow the Tears of the Savior quest, you stop having a quest marker. Like, what you have to do is you start this quest, which I did because I just, like, this quest starts just for speaking to the guy, but if you don't actually hit the topic, he never adds a quest marker, so you can just track this quest and have no quest marker. You're a summon. Oh fuck, there's a nether lich in here? So there's like 2 takes on Night Rain I've heard. I've heard it's really good, and I've heard it's really bad. And I think it's just... It's ye olden... 1 second, I'm being called. It's ye olden, like, Elden Ring discourse that's been extrapolated into a new release. Sorry, that was the bike shop telling me that my my rig is not totally fucked. I mean, I wasn't worried about it being fucked. It's gonna wreck me. If these spell effects don't go through, let's see. The bike shop or the bicycle shop? The Harley Davidson place. Cool. That's the first lich I've found. How'd you fuck it, Pat? I didn't fuck it. It's just it's been like 1,000 miles since I was last in a shop, and you never know with these things. But it's just the tires are worn down, so I had to take in. I had bought a replacement tire ahead of the trip because I knew this was probably going to happen. So I just had to take it and the bike in, and he handled the install for me because I ain't installing my own fucking tubeless tires. Did it once, never again. Oh yeah, this game does have an FOV slider. Yeah, now. This game has a persistent stutter for me. That's kind of why I put like the no patch thing in the thumbnail. It is actually kind of blowing my mind. I have a theory about that. Oh, cool. Yeah, just 14 hours in. Let me just, yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool deal. I don't know. I don't really care for the design. I kind of wish they had ported the Morrowind thing into Oblivion. I always thought Daedric in Oblivion looks stupid. You plan on reviewing Tainted Grail? Yes, but, I think some people are not going to like what I have to say about it. Not because it's negative, but because it's positive. Just not towards Tainted Grail. But it is positive towards Tainted Grail. It's just, people aren't going to like what it's also positive towards. Hello? I wish this was MCC so I could switch to old graphics and just do this. All that effort for one lockpick. 48 gold. So I'm not crazy for the Tainted Grail Avowed comparisons. Yeah, I'm just gonna flat out say it. If you like Tainted Grail, you'd probably like Avowed too. Avowed actually kind of controls a little better, believe it or not. But then obviously Avowed has the world immersion issues. Tainted Grail has like NPCs that sleep at night and respond to theft. You can kill people. So, well, it's cooler in that respect. But I kind of like the magic in Avowed more. Can I be a bee in Tainted Grail? Yeah, I guess you can die right after you stick your sword in someone. Pat, this is what modern gaming is gonna look like. Do you mean the Avowed thing, or do you mean, like, do you mean this? Because, like, yeah, this is what every modern game looks like. That's what I kind of have been writing about in my script. I'm like, yeah, it's just a generic fucking UE5 asset flip. I don't like some of the stuff they butchered. I think the skybox is a travesty. I think the addition of Aurora Borealis is fucking stupid. I think a lot of the cities have been made to look worse. I think the performance in the overworld could be drastically improved. Kind of embarrassing that modders did that in like a day, as per usual. Yeah, the new XP thing. I like that YouTube added that feature without telling anybody. Cool, we can turn off lockpicking as a mechanic. I've been going out of my way to avoid grabbing Daedric artifacts, especially like, so when I was first exploring, you could kind of see the trail I took. I actually found Azura's Shrine, and I started that quest, but then like I kind of just wanted to keep playing with like normal soul gems. But I'm sure I'll get over that. Are you finding the difficulty settings? I have left it on with Eat Adept. Obviously, I don't like the removal of the slider. That was overkill. Those things have 5 health. I just hit it with like 40 damage. But yeah, I think the remaster's done the impossible. It's made Spellblade and Oblivion fun. I mean, well, these guys were always easy. Did you see the Summer Games Fest leaks? I didn't see there were leaks. I know Outer Worlds 2 is going to be at the Direct. So, you know, have fun with that. Alright, are there any real enemies in this dungeon? Like, I've never been here. I didn't, like, get it preloaded with rats. Hang on, I see an opportunity here. What? Okay, so with, like... Oh yeah, should I show my attributes? I'm strength 100 and speed 93. This is a magic build, by the way. But... but with, like, the new speed, sprint mechanic, like, you can actually run super fast. Is there any real enemies in here? Are the TBC Wrath videos still on the cards? Yeah. I'm behind on my progress for getting ready for TBC, but I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, like, the reason that the TBC video wasn't, like, the next thing is, we're waiting for the TBC servers. When those drop, that'll be, like, the key moment. What's your Tainted Grail build? Is it still the Speed Mage? Speed Mage. No, but it is magic. I've been kind of... Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know if that works. Or I don't know if there's enough benefits for it. No, I switched to, like, a crit mage. Never progress Deathwing. I would probably never fucking play Cataclysm unless I was, like, gonna make fun of it. Do you think sprinting should have been left out of the remaster? I think it's fine. They changed athletics perks to work around it. I don't really care that, like, it looks stupid, because that's just an animation issue. Like, they could put in a good animation for it. Wait a second. What is this fucking dungeon? Mid-tier gear progression doesn't exist in the remaster now. Yeah, again, the whole, like, XP curves are fucked. Do you have any hope for Starfield? Is this 2023? Like, why are you asking me now? Do I think that Starfield's gonna make a comeback? No. The funniest thing about the Starfield situation is, like, the no... Oh, okay. This thing's hit one shot? How much fucking damage do they do? The funny thing about the, like, Starfield discourse is the no sodium people that are, like... And I think... No, it's not a will... It wasn't a never knows best thing. The no sodium people are, like, convinced that, people don't like Starfield because of, like, online videos. And I'm flattered that you think I have that much influence, but in all reality, all my video was putting into words what people already felt about the game. So, I mean, like, you know, sorry, no sodium people, but it's actually not, believe it or not, it's actually not one positive review away from being considered a good game. No amount of cope posting is gonna win back the general audience. And they're who decides if this stuff is actually successful or not. The best part of the remaster is the, like, rumors that, oh, I've always thought Kaiser was gay. I always thought that was the point. My favorite part is the rumors that, like, the Starborn DLC is gonna be shadow dropped. Alright, I think we've... How do we get to the other wing of this dungeon? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want them to shadow drop Starborn. Just do it. Go for it, champs. Yeah, that's the point I make, is that there were 330,000 people at least who bought the, like, $100 Pay Piggy edition that gives you Shattered Space for free, and almost none of those people came back to play the DLC that they got for free as part of it. Hey, I think Private Sessions Starfield video is good. I don't know. I wouldn't say wide margin. Let's not be crazy. I see. So, like, what's up with the scaling in this dungeon? Is this really like a rat mud crab dungeon? The last Alien Ruin I did was like a troll dungeon. That was actually pretty fun. You are laughably wrong about Starfield. No sodium will be vindicated, and you will be humiliated. Yeah, that's what makes the, like, cope posts fun. Alright, yeah. It's a Fighters Guild quest dungeon. You see, the name was familiar. Is this the one with the Zani Blackheart? Is there like is there a door that is just hidden? I've noticed that Blackwood in this game does have this issue of like every kind of place that you encounter as part of a quest, like this is the I think the Scamp quest, or maybe that's the Scamp quest, but like this is no, this is the Fighters Guild one. The Nocturnal one is somewhere in here. This might be the Nocturnal one. This is the Mages Guild, like, intro quest. This is part of the Shadow Scale quest. This is the DLC. I'm not sure if this one's part of a quest. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Like, every locale in Blackwood seems to be tied to content. And so it's like, it's not really like a good area for like just random dungeon crawling. I left a review on Shattered Space without playing it. You know, that was the funny thing about the Emil situation, is never wants to blame me for it, but like, if you pay attention to the timeline of what was going on, Bethesda was already like in the firing line for other stuff, and that was when the controversy about them responding to all the reviews was going on. And like people were leaving like an increasing number of negative reviews because you could get Bethesda like to like cope post on your Steam review. And then it's like people were looking for, like, people were frustrated. They felt like Bethesda was just like being extremely condescending to them, and they were looking for somebody to like to make it their problem. And then Emil, who is like eternally incognizant of everything he does, like he just fumbles around social media. He like that he picks then as his time to like stick his neck out. And then it's like, yeah, of course people roasted his ass. What he said was fucking stupid. Oh, thank God. I finally found an enchanted dagger, which means that I no longer have to spam staves at Will-o'-the-Wisps and ghosts. Nate's in the intro of Fallout 1 isn't that neat. He's such a goober, I can't hate him. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is I don't hate him either. I actually got blocked because I said that. Like, I got blocked because Emil, like, chimed in. No, Tim Kaine was his name. Emil chimed in on when Tim Kaine said that, like, Fallout is not actually a critique of capitalism, and Emil, like, concurred his opinion. And I just said, like, I don't think Emil, like, because, you know, a lot of that stuff comes from the Bethesda games. It comes from, like, The Pit, and it comes from, like, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Fallout 76 especially has a lot of, like, the corporations are replacing everyone's jobs with robots. And it's like, see, it's a fine critique of capitalism. And then, like, the guy that's responsible for all the writing came out and was like, yeah, I don't know anything about that. It's about war. And I was like, I think you gotta credit Emil. He doesn't seem to know what he's doing. Nate being a deranged war criminal actually makes Fallout 4 decisions better. Well, I also liked the theory that Nora was the lawyer who got him off on the charges. She's like and that's how they fell in love. They bonded over war crimes. They bonded over the sentiment that Canadians aren't people with rights that can be disrespected. Emil's dumb, just not maliciously dumb. Yeah. And that's why it was always weird that, if you were giving the benefit of the doubt to anybody, and you don't give it to me, but you give it to Kritosis, I think that's a good sign that you've probably lost the plot. The Constitution only applies to Americans. True. What kind of dungeon did we get? It's a bandit dungeon. Go ahead, summon your ancestor ghost. See how well that works for you. I think this is the Azani Blackheart dungeon. Avatar. You might be right. I mean, like, that's a lot of setup for just like a generic bandit dungeon. Why is Curie crouching strays? Did I miss something? No. All I'm saying is that, and I don't think Kree is gonna, like, I don't think Kritosis would disagree with me, that when it comes to the matter of, like, being polite to Bethesda developers, I think there's a clear, like, if you're given the benefit of the, if you only can have one of us that you can give the benefit of the doubt to, it doesn't make sense that I would be the one that you would just assume is, like, being malicious. And that's not me saying I think Kritosis is malicious, that's just me saying that if I had to pick one, I would pick Kritosis as the malicious one. Are you still doing the illusion character? I rebuilt the character around a more generalized magic playstyle. It would have been, I mean, hey, if you're looking to be a content creator, Oblivion Remastered, no mods, try to make an illusion build possible with how drastic the level scaling is. You can't use the no leveling cheese. You gotta actually, like, level up. People are saying you're more malicious than Kritosis. Did you transfer realities? No, that's in the Never Knows Best video. You see, if you sneak around dungeons, you get good stuff like this. Farewell.
Hi.
Hi.
What's new with you?
Sounds like the Empire has given up on stopping the skooma trade in elsewhere.
I learned about poisons when I was making the Oblivion video. I didn't know that just how good they were, but yeah.
Well, look who we've got here.
If you just poison your dagger, and then, like, just let him die.
You move like a pregnant cow.
There's other people at Bethesda that would probably be more qualified to have Todd's job. Because Todd is more of a producer than he is a game designer. Like, that's what was...
The part where you fall down and bleed to death.
That's what was funny about the H-bomb video, was, like, he kind of blames Todd for everything, but Todd's also responsible for everything. Like, you know, he's handling marketing. I guess the poison didn't apply, or it hit the wrong person. Oh no, this person just has a bajillion health. No willpower F. So true. Listen. It's fine. There we go. Listen, two enemies at once? That's a bit much for me. He's a red guard, so he's resistant to poison. Yeah, see, this is why I gotta get into destruction magic. I mean, I think so. Yeah, so is she. I think he just had a shit ton of health. But yeah, I think you're more likely to see like Ashley Chang or Angela Browder become the new Todd Howard than you are Emil, I think. I don't really see like a world where Emil is in charge of like the art team and like the programming team and like, you know, he's in marketing meetings, he's like meeting with the publisher. I don't see that being a thing, you know. Sorry to be a little bit of a hater, but sometimes you gotta like, sometimes you like gotta acknowledge when something's not to your strengths.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Damn. Why are the weapons so heavy in this game? They sound like a side grade to a Todd, but at least not a downgrade like Emil. Listen, you're participating in a like hateful campaign to slander this guy. Emil's fine. He would do great in Todd Howard's job. I don't know what you have to be worried about. Fallout 76 was great. Starfield, people still, you know, people are still huge fans of Starfield. They talk about it just as much as they talk about Cyberpunk. And shit. Guess whose input didn't get read? My friend loves Starfield. I love Starfield. I made a lot of money from reviewing it. It's hard not to love it. Listen, some people will like it because it helped them through a bad situation, and other people will like it because it made them a bag. But yeah, they changed the sneak perks to be like, when people say this game got Skyrimified, I mean it got Skyrimified. As in, like, they've changed it to where daggers, it used to be ×4 damage for all one-handed weapons, and now it starts at ×5 damage specifically for daggers. And so, like, I actually think there's a shot that, like, dominant strategy for... Uh-oh, it's doing that thing again where it's a rat dungeon. Dominant strategy for Oblivion Remastered might be, like, a Spellblade daggers build. So you were wrong about them saying Starfield gives back to you what you give to it. Hey, listen, I gave a lot to Starfield. But it was a one-way, like, transactional relationship. And a Fallout 76 bag. Yeah, I've never actually looked at like how much money I got off of Fallout 76. I mean, it was profitable, definitely, but and you milked that thing dry. Starfield's not dry.
Must have been the wind. Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Must have been the wind. You fuck. Alright, we need... I'm gonna cast Silence, and I'm gonna hit him with the old dump truck poison.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
I really love that, like,
Mud crab's more fearsome
every
than you.
magic enemy in this game, even myself, I'm a magic user. Like, this is how Bethesda envisioned magic duels in Oblivion. It's two guys with knives occasionally casting spells at each other. Your hot take is that someone played Cyberpunk and was inspired on Starfield. The only way that could be colder is if they just, like, said it. I've never seen a Starfield fan, but I see people who don't like Starfield called its fans annoying and crazy. Okay, go to the No Sodium Starfield subreddit and just read around for a bit, and then tell me if you think that that's, like, an incorrect assessment. Oh, whoops. Many such cases. Guys, Oblivion's enjoyable. You just gotta check out this spreadsheet I made. Darkside Phil mogs you? Well, yeah, I wouldn't tempt fate. Interesting thing about Chameleon, sometimes it just picks random parts of your body to become visible again. I don't want to go down there. Shut up. Bro spent $5 to send a hate message. Oh no, it's a shitpost. 100%. Listen, I don't think there's unironic DSP fans who have expendable income, because they're already donating it all to Phil. Like, get real. You know what I love about Oblivion Dungeons? I love how sometimes it feels like you've missed the entire thing. Like, I don't know, I feel like I didn't do this dungeon right. But I mean, like, here we are. I guess, like, ultimately it doesn't matter. Like, the main thing is... Yeah, the main thing is, like, with Alien Ruins is, like, if it's one of the Alien statue dungeons, it would probably behoove you to, like, try to make sure you get it. But then it's, like, everything else is just, like, I don't know, it's generic level loot, like, whatever. So then it's, like... So then it's like, I don't know though, at that point you start to like, I start to think like, well, I mean, it seems meaningless. I mean, the main thing that's driving me, honestly, is I kind of just want to like raise my skills to 100. Bro, I got ripped the fuck off on this invisibility spell. I got one pick where it's just my skin that's like invisible, so I was like, when you buy a cheap invisibility spell and it doesn't make your gear invisible. There's a great DSP clip. It's one of my favorites. It's DSP talking about how, like, when Starfield comes out, nobody's gonna remember Baldur's Gate 3. And I love that clip, not at his expense. What I love about that clip is that, like, everybody in August of 2023 thought that way. And they're lying if they didn't. Remember that time that Grums had like 32 million views on a post talking about the main menu before the game came out, and like everybody decided that they wanted to they wanted to participate in like making fun of that guy. Does that still happen? Do 30 million people show up to play defense for a game before it comes out still? Do I hate Oblivion? I have a relationship with Oblivion. I was actually writing about this recently, like, there's a persistent comment type that I see a lot, because, like, people just regurgitate what they read online, in terms of insults, but it goes something like, PatricianTV, well, they say this about anybody. They optimize the fun out of their game. So they say this about me with Oblivion. I don't think they realize, so the playthrough that's in the Oblivion video is like the 7th time that I've played through Oblivion, and it was the most fun that I've had with the game. Like, I didn't make up that I don't find Oblivion not fun. I have a lot of experience with Oblivion not being fun, right? So it's like, well, why do you play it? And it's like, well, there's other aspects of the game I like. It's just that the combat and the leveling are pretty bad, and like every Oblivion video mirrors that sentiment, so I don't feel like it's that crazy of a take. But no, I did not optimize the fun out of my own gameplay. Oblivion gameplay just isn't fun. I don't know how to break that one to you. What I love about these guys, there's like random goblin tribes. What I love about them is that they always have like a bajillion arrows. What do I think about Tamriel built in Project Tamriel? I think you wasted 2 pounds asking that question. I don't know. They're novel projects. I'll probably cover them one day. Where the fuck is this entrance? I think DSP deliberately plays badly at this point. I mean, he probably just doesn't care as much as he could. Everybody, like, it is interesting. Everybody on the internet wants to, like, jump to a conclusion that somebody's, like, on some kind of, like, deep cover fucking psyop that would, like, a CIA agent would not be able to do what they're proposing this person is doing right now. Like, people say this about like, what's going on with iDubbbz, that, like, the past 7 years of iDubbbz lore is all, like, fake. That he's, like, doing... It's all like a conspiracy. Why did it... Okay, I quick saved when I came in. Why did it load... Wait. What? What was that? But yeah, there's people who think that iDubbbz is on like a 7-year like conspiracy. Oh, my phone got leaned on the quick load key. Interesting. What did you miss? I was doing a long breakdown of everything that had gone wrong with the World of Warcraft video. Alright, can we save inside of the dungeon? Because I'm trying to quick load so it unloads the sound of the rain. See? Now there's no rain sound inside the cave. What do you like about Oblivion? The world's interesting. Like, I enjoy the exploration. I enjoy the process of looting. I even enjoy, like, the prospect of, like, trying to level a character. It's just that I think the implementation is abysmal. Do I have a public stance on milkshakes? Mods, ban that man. No, I found out Old Knight is like one of those people that endorses the corpse puppetry of Never Knows Best, so... Not really a... Not really a fan of that. Do you think destruction magic is worthless in Morrowind? No. You need to look at the base costs of spells. Like, the trade-off of absorb health is that it costs more. I mean, like, maybe in Morrowind it's more favorable to use. But I mean, like, with destruction magic, you've got access to weakness spells, you've got access to drain health, which is very powerful. No, I don't think destruction magic is bad in the slightest in Morrowind compared to restoration. I think he liked Never Knows Best because he was also criticizing you. Well, that's my point. No, I know the lore with the guy. Like, every time I look at that, it just seems like a lot of what he says is in the video. I mean, it's one of those Acer Thorn situations where you just gotta assume they're like... The modus operandi is to get attention, so... Notice that he stopped talking as much when there was content for him to do. Kill the shaman and the goblins become your friends. But I want to kill the goblins. I don't want goblins as friends, I want to kill goblins. They can help you murder other goblins. Yeah, but I don't want... like, that sounds like the end of it is that the goblins get away. And, I want to kill the goblins. Like, now. Isn't killing goblins a bit racist? That's a good question. Are goblins a stand-in for the Palestinian people? Or at least the African-American community, as they were former slaves of the Altmer. We've got a new avenue of comedy, and it's Oblivion being the impetus for like random bizarre political takes. Yeah, someone's gonna quote the are the goblins supposed to be Palestinians thing out of context. Because I don't think there's a context in which calling someone a goblin is a good thing, right? So, like, obviously, that's got to be some kind of, like, racist sentiment. Wait. No, I can make it a good thing. The goblins are Israelis. Oh, no, wait, that is the theory, isn't it? Man, it's weird how people really stopped caring about the goblins in Hogwarts Legacy. Guys, how come nobody brings up the goblin thing anymore? You know, for a few years, like, there was, like, I don't know, like, 6 months to a year where everybody was just talking about goblins and Harry Potter. What happened to that talking point? Do I need a confirmation box for that? I think race allegory in fantasy is a little cringe. So, as established, killing goblins makes goblins my friends, right? That's the mechanic that was established in the previous dungeon. So these guys are gonna be, like, friends with me now that I've killed this goblin, right? That's how this works, right? We've set this up. You're cringe. I just think it's a little weird. I think it's a little weird if you're like, here's what the orcs are stand-ins for. In my fantasy setting, the High Elves are actually stand-ins for the Dravidian subcontinent. Well, no, it doesn't work. Remy Down Under has a video on them. All the code is in the game, but isn't used. How come we don't talk about that kind of misinformation? Now, listen, I'm not saying he's a misinformation monger. I'm just saying that, like, you know, did he set people up to have, like, a false expectation of how things worked? I mean, I guess that's not, like... You're currently silenced. I guess that's hardly worse than, like, getting the release date for Oblivion wrong. How do you make a 12-hour and 21-minute video about Oblivion and get the release date wrong? Yeah, that whole silence thing, The real question is, why are the black people in Tez named after Yakub, the inventor of the white man? Answer that one. Isn't the Yakub thing, like, really modern? Don't tell me there's, like, fucking, like... Don't tell me there's, like, 80 years of fucking lore on Yakub. How the fuck do you say it? Okay, so... I bet he probably has a silence poison, if I had to guess. Yakub. Yeah, I knew I was saying it wrong. I'm sorry, I'm not up to date on my lore. I think Yakub is from the Nation of Islam, so about 50 years at this time. Wow, okay, so it's not impossible. Can you confirm you never attended the Diddy party? How do you hide a super chat? Yeah, okay. I have to hit him with another poison. If Obsidian made a Tez spinoff, stop. Already I disagree with this hypothetical. Alright, now let's continue. If Obsidian, like, okay. My issue with the Obsidian Tez spinoff theory is that you have part of the no monkey's paw in this situation. Part of it has to be that they work on it full time, okay? I don't need a repeat of fucking Avowed where actually we're gonna work on 2 games at the same time and then both of them will be shit. Okay, how are there two warlords? They take turns lording the war. Is that why the shaman's outside? Aren't they supposed to be friends with me, or is it like the warlords don't ally with you because they're kind of like independent? Oh no, okay, this must be the shaman. This is the shaman we're supposed to kill. Oh wow. I've never had a like decently high level enemy go down in one hit from like a sneak attack. That's new. Does this game still have a memory leak? You see, I've seen people say that. I personally haven't experienced it, but you never know. Oh, believe it or not, my character class name is Shaman. Memory leak in 2025, Lamau. It's more likely than you think. Hey, programmers never stopped being shit at their jobs. I had to roll back NVIDIA drivers to play Oblivion Remastered. Pretty funny. I mean, it's also a little sad. My personal theory of what happened is Microsoft watched the Avowed situation and they thought people are just gonna make fun of the art, like of the art style that this remaster has, so we're not gonna market it, and it's probably gonna flop. So we're just gonna kind of drop it out there and then abandon it, and that's why there's been like no patches for the game. I just started? Okay, so because I just started being shit at my job, that means that everything I've done up until now, that gets grandfathered in as good. Okay? So everything going forward is shit, but everything up until now is good. The Starfield video, it's based. I mean, it kind of is. Certified objectively good, according to chat. I think chat's like a impartial mediator in most things in life. I would go to chat for like advice on my divorce. I think that's what I would do. Your Starfield video made me want to play it. I mean, okay. Fair enough. Do you think the goal of my Starfield video was to like keep people from playing the game? No, like if the game's got like a weird audience, and as a result... Okay, so why are there so many... Oh, okay. What's with the misses? You moderate a Discord server? No, I don't. Fucking learn your lore. I have a Discord server. I don't fucking moderate it. I've got other people to do that. That's like the infamous thing about me, is that my server is like was poorly moderated for a long time. I think the Starfield game review was about you wanting to line your pockets in gold. Yeah, I don't give a shit if you played Starfield afterwards. If you're one of the like 10,000 weirdos on Earth that think like Starfield is a fun gameplay loop, then go for it. Yeah, I'm wearing the prison shackles. Look at this. Pants with no weight. Shirt with no weight. The shoes have weight, but they're enchanted to, they do feather. 25 points of feather. So really, like, these weigh negative 23. And then hood with no weight. And, yeah, these are gloves with no weight. So, like, later on, when I do, like, the uber powerful, like, sigil stone enchantments, I'm gonna enchant the, weightless shackles. How does something weigh negative 23? Because it adds 25 points of encumbrance. You see, I take them off, put them on. So it's 20 plus, or it's minus 25 plus 2, which is minus 23. thought your Starfield video was an attack on Emil Pagliarulo. Yeah. No, it was. I think that you might have a media literacy issue. You see, I used to think my Starfield review was like a review of Starfield, but after watching, I got my opinion from my favorite video essayist, and my favorite video essayist told me that actually the Starfield video was about something else entirely. I love being silenced. Alright, now I gotta run off while we slow heal. Oh wait, are you using poison? Yeah, poison's like ridiculously busted. It's like disproportionately powerful to every other like offensive ability or option in the game. Wait, so you're also an archer? How are you? When did you heal? I haven't played Wasteland. I can't play isometric games. They make me feel bad. Have you changed some of your opinions from the Starfield video? Not really. We were talking earlier, I haven't really, like... I kind of stand by a lot of what I said in the Morrowind video, or the Oblivion video. I mean, I still stand by what I said in the Morrowind video. It's just more the matter that, like... oh shit. I'm accumulating a bunch of heavy-ass, potions. I gotta use them. The Morrowind video is the only one that I would ever consider, like, remaking fully. And that's just the matter of, I would just want to modernize the production values, and I'd be curious to see what kind of video I would make on Morrowind, if I got to, like, because I started researching Morrowind, like, most of the way into the project, whereas, like, if I started from scratch, it would be kind of a bit of a different video. But, you know, I don't really see the point in remaking old videos. Like, the whole thing with the audio remaster is that it's not about remaking the video. It's about making it available for the first time on, like, audio-only platforms. Yet you hate on George Lucas's changes, hypocrite. Yeah. Alternate timeline where the internet existed when those were coming out. I mean, the internet did exist, but like the modern internet, the way people do things now. Like, I feel like a lot of the people that would be engaging in that discourse would be kind of getting lost in the sauce when it comes to what's being talked about, because, like, is the issue that that he changed it, or is the issue that the changes are bad? Because I've always kind of thought of the issue is that the changes were bad. Well, telling people who name their show something juvenile that they named their show something juvenile is not a proven track record to get them to stop. EFEP stands for something. We needed to see that Ronto take a shit in front of Luke's speeder. We needed Psy Snoodles, damn it. Okay, this is the way we came from. Sorry, I'm navigating Oblivion Dungeons out of the corner of my eye while reading chat. It's kind of a skill set. That's what a gate sounds like. I'm gonna shoot rats with fireballs. I believe this is a metaphor for something. It's allegorical. Just ignore the implication of... Oh, is this guy hostile? I mean, you would think he'd be hostile after I just smoked all his rats. Oh, see, he wasn't hostile. There was one rat left. How could I? Well, you see, I think that goblins are a stand-in for X race, and therefore... But so are all content creators. You know, it's funny seeing the paradigm shift. The reason that the term content... I use the term content creator because, like, they started using the term influencer, and I thought that was a stupid term. Because it overemphasizes, like... It implies that, like, I have the influence to convince millions of people that Starfield is bad. And again, as I said earlier, I didn't convince anybody that's... Well, maybe I convinced a few people that Starfield was bad, but, like, I just said what people were already thinking. So it's like, I don't know what you want, man. There's enough podcasts centered around masturbation. We don't need more. He says of the, like, 7-year-old show. Guys, listen, we don't need this podcast that you've been making for most of a decade. You need to stop, save yourself before you get too invested in it. I wonder if anyone genuinely thought Starfield would be good. Absolutely, 100%. Dude, 110 fucking percent. There were lots of people who thought Starfield was going to be good. Are you kidding? Don't allow anybody to fucking revise the history of what happened. Oh. Don't allow anybody to ever revise history of what happened with Starfield. There was a massive contingent of people who absolutely refused to allow there to be any kind of, like, negative opinion of the game before it came out. You could suck the game off before it came out. You could do that. The hero's fate is known when the hero's fame has grown. Oh, I forgot these things are locked to fame, which is tied to quests. I gotta do quests. But yeah, the reason that Starfield is, like, so dramatic of a failure is because there's millions of people who thought it would be good, and then, like, after the fact were exposed to, like, the reality that, like, oh, I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, it's like, can we just admit Starfield Direct was bad? Oh man, this invisibility effect is hitting hard. No, Starfield Direct was bad marketing. People were just excited because they thought that maybe Bethesda was gonna make a comeback. Fallout 76, guys, that was a one-off thing. It was a side studio. It wasn't the main studio. That's what your character looks like? Looks like he's been eating bees, stinger and all. What the fuck? What's wrong with him? What's the issue with this character? Do you think Elder Scrolls 6 will be good? No. I don't think it'll be good because I've been given like no indication that like that Bethesda's learned. And people always come up with like cope reasons why, oh, it's going to be different now. It's going to be different now. They learned from Fallout 76. They'll have learned from Starfield. They'll have learned from the Oblivion Remaster that gamers are finally ready. Gamers are ready, guys. I think it's equally as likely that they would take away that gamers are ready, that also they would think that like, well, guys, listen, we tried the harder core mechanics with Starfield. Because they said that. They said that in the promo material, that like, oh guys, come on. Gamers are finally ready for traits. Yeah, we're able to bring back classes because gamers, they couldn't handle them before. Why are you so ethereal, my guy? So I think it's just as likely that like they go in the opposite direction. I was gonna check occasionally. So we're level 21. We have 105 training. Okay, we did training this level. This guy looks awfully corporeal, but I know for a fact... Wait, no, I have a Daedric dagger. Oh, see, I'm stupid. I was like, I could get the extra damage from the frost damage effect. He's a ghost, you dumbass. Jesus Christ. Do you feel bad for cucking Never Knows Best? Well, under the classical definition of cuckoldry, what actually happened to him was not cucking. That's why I shifted the metaphor to be fat bastard. I wanted to, like, I was making a joke that, like, it was more of an NTR situation, because it's like, nobody considers it cuckoldry if your girlfriend leaves you to have sex with other guys, right? Like, the relationship's over. So it's more of like a Nito rare situation. Because the Japanese, they have a bit of like a broader definition, where it's like, yeah, if your crush goes and fucks another guy, that they consider that kind of a cuckold situation. I should apologize to Never Knows Best. 110% no. I didn't weaponize a guy's fucking dead sister to win a fucking petty online argument. I should apologize. That's pretty funny. Why would I even apologize to Never Knows Best? Because I said his cuckoldry metaphor was cuckoldry? There's a difference between Nito Rare and Nito Raze. Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm already fighting an uphill battle explaining what NTR is. I don't think adding even more dimensions to it. Listen, the fat bastard, like, the whole thing of it is that it's a joke. Like, it's the punchline to a joke. The bit he was doing that we were reacting to was bombing. Chat didn't like the joke that he was making, so I added my own punchline because it was funnier. Nito Riz. The guy's fighting for his channel. I think you're mixing up antagonists. Isn't it a good thing that people don't know what NTR is? It's kind of an ambivalent thing. I don't think it's like a moral evil. It's just terminology. I think we could use like more precise terminology to describe situations. Like people say that iDubbbz is a cuckold. I don't think that's really right. He's more of in like in a female-led relationship, like big humiliation fetish. And it might even be like he's so pathetic that it's one way, where it's like I don't think he actually enjoys what's happening. I think it's just he can't like get out of it. Mantis and Never Knows Best have the same personality. I think they're... Listen, I disagree. NTR is quite well known online, even normies know it. I don't know though, because I made that fat bastard joke in front of a group of like terminally online people, and nobody in that circle got it. I'm talking about like on EFAP. Like none of the EFAP people understood what that was like particularly referencing. Oh yeah, my favorite animation. People say the sprint is silly. Bro, this is the walk backwards. This isn't even new. This is how bad walk backwards is. People rewriting Patty being the guy who made the drama video using Emil to bully smaller channels. Hey, listen, it never was the one punching down. iDubbbz may as well be a cuckold. I disagree. I'm sorry, there's no, I don't think there's ontological cuckoldry. I don't think there's, you're just as bad as, ergo. I think words mean something. I think that what he is pathetic enough already that you don't need to, like, incorrectly label him. Why are people talking about iDubbbz? He hasn't been relevant in a decade, obsessing over some wash-up's life is weird. People are talking about iDubbbz because he got like 10 bajillion views recently on a video wherein he lied about a guy. You could have just as easily drawn the ire of YouTube censors and gotten throttled by like him. That's not his fucking issue. That's not his issue. That's what he thinks his issue is. That's what his fans think his issue is. His issue is that he got exposed as a rat fuck. And now, like, half of the fucking media analysis community doesn't like him. He has a summon with an ice spell that does 160 points of damage. I didn't defend H3 in the slightest. I said he lied. Lying's wrong even if you're lying about somebody who also sucks. But I do think H3 is way better. Or was it the Lich that one-shot me? I will give H3 credit. He's funny. I know that's an impossibility with a lot of these people. What difficulty? Adept. I think lying is bad, guys. You know, it's kind of sad. I would think in like a sane world, if I came up here and said lying is bad, they'd be like, congratulations. The chat should be saying, you think lying is bad? Congratulations on graduating kindergarten. You know, like, but no, that's not where we're at as a society. Instead of observing that my take is extremely milquetoast and that everybody should be able to agree lying is bad, there's just enough people who think that, like, well, in the right circumstance, if we were stopping flat Earth, then So you hate Palestine? Yes, I hate the Goblin Quest. Have you seen Santa deniers when you lie about Santa's existence? We need to make them believe that he's not real for the good of humanity. Well, it's just like, you know, with the flat earth thing, you know, right? Like, what if the fucking Santa deniers got into like a position of like designing airplanes, right? If a Santa denier is designing an airplane, they're not going to design a system that's going to account for on Christmas Day, you know, Santa going around and handing out presents. So it's like, we need to like financially persecute people who have the wrong opinion on Santa because they're spreading dangerous misinformation that could get people hurt in the future if they happen to be like an aerospace engineer. It's very important. This game feels more like a poorly put together mod list. It's like, I give it credit, it's weirdly authentic of all, like, there's like a weird balancing act they did with all the changes where, like, it still plays like Oblivion. It's just, oh my god, with the fucking silence spells. Because what we needed in the undead enemy roster was more enemies that it was tedious to use magic against. They're spreading anti-Santa propaganda. Yeah. But that's how I really feel. We need to debank the Santa deniers. But no, it's like, what do I care that some guy believes in fucking flat Earth? Especially with, like, the imminence of artificial intelligence. At this point, like, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. What the fuck? Who cares? No, you got to care. You got to show solidarity with the science community. Would I sit on Santa's lap? No, I wouldn't deny a kid, like, the opportunity to do it. Because I feel like I would just be taking, like... I would be taking a slot that could go to someone else. Those Never Know Best Fallout videos... I think it's just I think it's video singular. I think it's the whole series. But that video got a decent number of views. Now, as to the question, will I call him a cuckold again? That depends on him. Earth is a cube, dummies. It was going through, like, eastern Colorado that I was like, yeah, we're definitely on a sphere. It's so weird. I would figure that you'd be able to see farther. You know what I mean? Like, you can only, like, from a bicycle see like 15 miles at a time, and it's got like a weird kind of psychological impact. It's just like, well, I guess that's the next town coming over the horizon. Alright, what am I missing? What don't I know? Oh, that's what I don't know. The fuck? Does that exist? You have like all the wrong takes. I'm scared of Oblivion. Why? The map is buggy. Where? Am I blind? Am I stupid? No? Because this doesn't connect into like a... No, this has to open somehow. I'm sure of it. Like you can kind of see that there's like a thing back there. So the question is, where's the mechanism that opens this? Is it on the other side? The fuck is Snoy? It's like a derogatory way to refer to Sony fans. I don't know why it came up. On the other side? Yeah, it's gotta be on the other side. So the but why does this room exist? Then. Snoy Station is V-Speak. I've seen it on like mainstream Microsoft shill Twitter. I think Oblivion will be fine. So fuck. You see, gamers, they just can't handle the more complex maps. I'm sorry, no, I refuse to believe that fucking theory that like 4chan has been like controlling the console war the entire time. Like they've been playing all sides of the conflict. I refuse to believe that. Okay. So now we're in this hallway where we heard the swinging blades trap. And that leads into here, which is not even on the map somehow. How did they mess up the auto mapping? Okay, so this goes to here. So now we're on this level. We just need to... the remaster feels so cynical. I mean, like, my thoughts are that, like, Oblivion's kind of a package deal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit. I'm not using my super poisons, because I don't have... You need... So to use poison on undead, you need... I might go get it. You need, weakness to poison the spell. Alright. Well, this feels like a newish area. I'm still fucking silenced. Pat, you're supposed to carry potions of dispel. If you carry potions of dispel, then you can solve this one enemy type. I know they weigh 0.5 each, or you gotta, like, brew your own. But it is like a... listen, it is like a naturalized, like, This is a mechanic. Why aren't you the based spell immune Breton? Because I'd already made the character. And I kind of love Drowns in the Cum. Also, he's immune to poison and mostly immune to disease, so that's kind of got like perks in its own right. Okay. I still would have preferred a Morrowind remaster. Get out of here. Get out of here, fucking Microsoft bot. We're not astroturfing that campaign. No, nobody wants a fucking Morrowind remaster. All right, so I'm not a bot, I swear. Listen. Okay. Are you using any mods? No, of course not. Why would I disrespect the developers and use mods? Holy shit. Are you done with your silence spells? No. I want to know the AI logic on how it chooses what spells it uses. I hate using the word community to describe a fan base. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a losing proposition to be like, I don't like the term influencer. Well, I don't like the term content creator. I don't like fandom. I don't like community. I don't like fan base. Everybody seems to think that like every term is fucking cynical, and it's like, can a word just be a word? Can we just use community to refer to people who like the same thing? Or do we need to reserve the word community? We need to set that aside for like when we're talking about like specific groups of like socio-religious, like racial communities. I hate words. Ugh, ugh, fafum. Oh, this still seems rather circular. How do I get off of the wild ride? I just want to go home. YouTube's actually made their live streams worse with this rank bullshit. I mean, it was annoying at the start. How are we here again? Wait. No, is this just a copy of that other room? Or are we actually... Okay, it was a copy. An identical looking copy. How's there a locked chest? So it seems like I haven't been this way if there's still a locked chest here. But no, I don't care about the rankings thing. Now that it's like kind of settled out. Okay, no, we have... Well, we have been here, but it's not the same copy of this room. It's a different... Ah, Jesus. Pat can't read maps. I can't read this shit. It's multiple levels. And you see that, like, it forgot that there's a room here. Okay, so we need to... Okay, finally. Fuck. What you don't want to know what's worse is they're not randomly generated. Bethesda never developed the tech to, like, procedurally generate a dungeon. I mean, obviously, they had it in Daggerfall, but I'm talking about in their 3D Gamebryo engine. No, there was... The story is that there was some guy who, for 18 months, made all those dungeons, and then quit, and then that's when they hired, like... That's when they hired the other, like, level designers that you see in the documentary, and that, like, you see in the credits. So it's like, it's both kind of true. It is a little disingenuous to say Oblivion had one level designer, but when they tell that story, they mean that the guy who just made Alien Ruins for 18 months. and then quit. Someone took all of one guy's work. You're gonna have to rephrase that. Ice storm, sickness, silence. I mean, technically I don't need the staves anymore. I'll probably regret not having them. Alright, we need to... I don't need water breathing. See, if you just used your Dispel potion... You just used your Cure Poison. Anti-venom is not... Guys, you don't take anti-venom because you think you're going to get bit by a snake. You take anti-venom because you were bit by a snake. This is drastically different from Oblivion's UI. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you mixing up when you played with the... whatever that user interface mod that all the developers use? Well, I always understood the alien ruins as like, that's not the city itself. That's just part of the city. That's like, that's what's left. Otherwise, like, there should, like, a Dwemer ruin has a lot of, like, you know, tables and cups and signs that people lived in it, whereas, like, alien ruins just seem to be crypts. If we head back here, like, this is just like, you know how Whiterun has that, like, burial crypt inside it where all the people get buried? It would be like if Whiterun got destroyed and, like, that was all that survived of it. So they're just crypts. So they built everything else out of wood. Yeah, I mean the theory is that they were basically like the progenitors of wood elves. So are you asking the chat for what my opinion on my favorite city is? Or are you asking, like, are you asking me, but like I'm gonna answer in the third person? Are you guys hostile? Yes, yes you are. Well, that's how you blow your stealth advantage. Guys, we had to use generic names for the bandits. What if a player sneaks up to the bandit and can't tell if they're going to be hostile, and they lose out on their sneak attack? Thank God the poisons work again. This would be unplayable without this specific, like, borderline exploit. That's Elven? I mean, I guess it looks Elven now that I'm up close to it. I love the screaming of advice. Pat! Pat! It's like, I don't know, I killed her, so. Chat, what is Pat's favorite Freerin character's body type? I mean, we can post that poll in here too. Favorite Favorite body type, not personality. And the options are Ririn, Burn, and Stark. How did you get so much gold? Bro, do you see what they're dropping? Like, here's how you get gold in this game. And this is something they should have fixed, in my view. Because so the remaster is working from the assumption that players have the DLC by default. So a lot of the like stupid stuff that was added in the DLC should have been addressed so it was less exploitable. Who are these characters? If you know, you know. Wait, Frierin's an anime? There's like a story to it? Alright. This woman here,
Well met.
she was added by Frostcrag Spire.
Tell me more.
Persuade her, it's very easy. And then go to bartering.
Am I interested?
Go to haggle. Bro, she's a novice. She's a novice mercantile. She's got 2,000 fucking gold. Okay? Then you just get to like medium. You just get to like what, level 50 mercantile, which is really easy now. And you're just like, yeah, this 3,800 gold Daedric battle axe. There you go. That's how you make money in the remaster. I mean, that's how you make money in Oblivion. Don't get me wrong. So,
Thank you. Be seeing you.
but yeah. Oh, speaking of,
Have a look
she
around.
sells spells too.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
So she does not sell what I'm looking for.
Welcome. Let's do business.
Scammed? I'll just get another one. There's infinite bandits from which I can get those fucking battle axes.
That's just not reasonable.
Really?
Certainly.
Well,
Have a
then
look
why is
around.
the haggle set
You
to
won't
that
find
if
better
you won't
prices in
accept
all
it?
Tamriel. You've got to be kidding. Another
Oh, they didn't in any way address the broken scaling?
you too.
All the UESP says is, I guess this is all they figured out so far. What? I wish it would tell me what skill level do I need. All that the UESP says is that it has been changed. All I've observed is that the brackets seem to be a little broader. So it's like it might go up to like level 30 now, but like I'm level 21 and I'm already seeing, you know, I'm seeing Daedric equipment. I'm seeing like I haven't seen a Minotaur Lord yet, which I think those are supposed to have shown up by now. You guys are wrong. How many people answered Stark, though? Well, good for you guys. At least some people answered Frieren this time. Level 22. If I start seeing Minotaur Lords at level 22, then I will not have known what has changed. Ooh. You know, I don't think I've actually done a Necromancer dungeon yet. Die, you piece of shit! I was a little disappointed at whiffing those 2 shots, but you gotta remember, I fucking hate target spells in Oblivion. But then I don't think I actually have any, like, touch destruction spells. Have you done the armor quests that the remaster added? I have not. I was gonna check them out to see if they were, you know, Creation Club tier. Yeah, it is cool. I think it's a good sign that the Fallout Wiki's under the UESP's umbrella. I don't really like. I don't really get why I'm supposed to care that like, oh, but we still have our independence. We can leave if we want to, like, and all that. I don't really like. I kind of like. I don't know. The Fallout Wiki was like good enough, but like, if it was the same management, I don't think I'd care. Dude, she's going crazy. It's definitely Creation Club tier. I mean, that's what's to be expected, but the weird part is that they got new voice actors for this game. I fucking hate spellcasters in this game. And here I am thinking I shouldn't have used my poison. He'd have died sooner if I had. You see, Pat, this is why you fundamentally don't understand Oblivion's combat. You're just... I don't think you're good enough at the game. Let's consult my spreadsheet. Is the voice acting better or worse? I mean, it seems better for the most part. The issue is that there definitely should have been like like, I don't like that the voice acting was like, we added a new voice actor for everybody that's in the entire race, because I think there's several like key lines that I think it's a crime to cut out. There, I raised my fucking willpower. Are you happy? You got the what's the fine for necrophilia? Like, they should not have replaced that line, even though they were what they did was they replaced all the like dark elf female lines, so that I forget. I guess she voices all of the high elves now. No, you fucking do not cast a healing spell. I don't even know why I bother trying to pickpocket in Oblivion. It's like, I mean, it was originally a pithy amount of XP. Emil said that, but when it became clear those soldiers were war criminals who shot people, he took it back. I mean, I don't think Emil doesn't get to dictate it either way. Right. Fallout 4 has been out forever. I don't think you can just go, oh, here's this new thing that's not anywhere in the game. Yeah, it's canon now. Just because. I wish I had the time to make the canon video. I would love to talk about, like, what people need to understand about canon is that it's a social contract between the writer and the audience. Right? That's all it is. And so, like, just because someone's the rights holder, or because someone has the legally recognized authority to be dictating what is and isn't canon, doesn't mean that, like, that's outside the bounds of the social contract that people agreed to. Coda ensured nothing's canon. I don't know why you're bringing up Coda in a discussion of Fallout lore, but, you know, go for it. The ghoul drug is canon, guys. I mean, to me, the ghoul drug thing just really emphasizes... What spell do I have equipped right now? Summon Headless Zombie. Why? Why did it switch to that? Why is Coda? Don't worry about it. Now, the ghoul drug thing just, like, kind of exposes the fact that there's, like, a different explanation for ghouls in, like, every game. And it's just like, yeah, it's... I would be amazed if the ghoul drug thing is, like, incorporated into Fallout 5. I know that they, like, pseudo-incorporated it into 76. But I don't know. It would surprise me. Do you guys have, like, anything going on here that isn't... This isn't just you hanging out? But the show's idea sucks? Yeah, they all suck. There's no good explanation of ghouls.
Hello?
No, don't worry about it.
Who's there?
So you're like a real skeleton. You're not just like a summon. I think the damage is more the damage multiplier is more valuable on the skeleton, and then... Wow, that... How did that do no damage? Was it because it... I'm sorry, that didn't seem right. There should have been a lot more damage than that. Okay, so... I think somehow... Oh, because it started the swing and he detected me, so it didn't count as a sneak attack. But, like... So I had to be behind him. Can we stick with... Can we get a canon timeline here? The issue is that, like, every time I quick load, like... Because it takes longer for it to get out of the quick load... like, the NPCs are, like, pathing around and shit. It's changing the multiverses. Guys, is this one a red guard? What did you do? The fuck did you do to me? Well, while we wait for this to wear off, I'm just gonna hang out. No, I remember getting astral vapors, I just forgot to cure it. Why am I still... Oh, shit! Astral Vapors gives you stunted magicka? That's crazy. I was, like, kind of not really sure why it wasn't giving me more magicka back. Alright. Oh yeah, this is one of the possible things that happened. That fucking vendor sold me a spell that makes my clothes invisible. That asshole. But, like, it hides the parts of me that are wearing clothes. Sometimes it's just, you know, everything else. Like, my ankles are still exposed. My tail is still, like, visible. Like, it was a raw deal. Will they give new patches to this game? I don't work for Microsoft, so I don't know. Did I fully explain my theory? I think I just started it. That, like, they thought this game was gonna flop, which is why they didn't market it, because, like, they thought that it was gonna get anti-marketed due to, like, the character models. And then... So they didn't set aside any money or time in the budget to, like, make patches for the game. And so, like, they're probably working on them now, but, like, the reason that, like, a day one patch happens, or, like, you have, like, a first month content cadence is because you need that, like, you need that effort before the game comes out. They did market it, that's what the leaks were. I don't...
To arms! To arms!
Yeah, I don't 100% subscribe to that theory. Which one's the real one? Wait. I've never heard of Tainted Grail. Sorry, I don't play pixel shit. It's like a tabletop game or something. Where did Lady die? She had a Daedric mace? Mana Marco's handing out budget. Wait, so she had a Daedric mace. Oh no, she is wearing shoes. I was like, is she fucking barefoot? Ubisoft leaks are such a meme. Who's out here searching for information on the newest Ubisoft slop? I think some Ubisoft leaks could be real if we were talking about, like, some embarrassing thing that, like, I think they started their sex crimes trial, like, yesterday, didn't they? I feel like some of those leaks might be real. Or, like, if they're changing their marketing when it comes to Yasuke. Yasuki. All right. Ubisoft also had a sex crimes thing. I mean, like, yes. They're the French games company of yes. Changing the marketing with him. I think that there was a little bit of, like, Ubisoft was going in weird directions with Shadows, where it's like they were trying to, like, course correct. God damn it. It didn't read my input on switching to the absorb health spell. Because it's so fucking laggy in the open world. I think Ubisoft was, like, changing their marketing, like the messaging that was going on, while simultaneously also, like, trying to lean into it in other avenues. They didn't want to walk it back. They just wanted to make it look like they had walked it back. While at the same time, like, you know, courting terrible people to be influencers for them.
The great forest was cleared for
But Pat, you're so fucking bad at Oblivion. Why aren't you living out of Frostcrag Spire? Alright, I have plenty of money, so we could just dump our ill-gotten gains. Yeah, it kind of blew my mind that I had so quickly into the playthrough reached the point when, like, stuff starts to pay for itself. Oh, but 30 points of frost damage, that would be super good. Alright. We get to pick what skill we want to level up. They've kind of turned the meta on its head in terms of like what the most annoying skills to level are. I'm almost tempted to do Mercantile just because, like, I kind of want to get it over with up to Expert. But I feel like we should go for something tedious, like Armorer. Armorers become, like, because the magic system is, like, it levels so much faster, like, Armorers become one of, like, the slower leveling skills now, which is kind of crazy. Armorer, I think, would be a good pick. I'm also thinking Sneak. I kind of want to just, like, be at fucking 50 Sneak already. Why? You have Frostcrag Lady. I have Frostcrag Spire. It comes with the fucking... It comes with it. You can see it right there. I just don't live in it. Just grind, dude. Oh my god. Stop. Well, Pat, have you ever heard of a rubber band? If you just use a rubber band... Let's see. Northeast part of the Imperial City Elven Gardens District. I've never been to the Elven Gardens District in this playthrough, so... Oh, fuck, I hit the resolve button. Are you gonna stream for the Outer Worlds 2 coverage? Ah, good Jesus. I don't even want to acknowledge that that they're making that stupid ass game. I'm not going to. That way they can prove me wrong. Chat. Chat, they can prove me wrong. They can make Outer Worlds... Listen, they gave up on Avowed, okay? They threw in the towel with Avowed. They moved the resources over to Outer Worlds 2 because Outer Worlds 2, that's going to be the good one. That's the one where they may have split the development up between the multiple games, but Outer Worlds 2, that's where it's all going to be. All right. Elven Gardens District. I hope Test 6 has a voice protagonist. Just because it sucked 10 years ago in Fallout 4 doesn't mean they can't get it right later. I hope they don't. They make games that don't have voice protagonists. I think that's a winning formula. It's less work for them. They can put that work into the things that they're actually good at instead of wasting their fucking time trying to be Mass Effect. I mean, I assume this guy doesn't hang out in the northeast corner of the Elven Gardens district all day. Like, I assume he's got some kind of schedule. It's a Dunmer guy. Looks like he has a house. Okay. Well, they should probably say that he has a house in the Elven Gardens district. Not, I thought he was like a homeless guy. Hello.
Otherlos. I'm a sneak. Advanced sneak, in fact. and I train sneaks. No law against it.
Yeah, this is one of the things I don't care for. I don't like that they Skyrimified the voice acting for the
What? Yeah, I accept.
the
I
Dunmer.
have no. Don't, please. I'm a good one. I don't try to manipulate me. No more. What non? Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Don't, please. Not bad. Not bad at all. No more. Don't try to manipulate. Don't. I doubt.
Just
it.
spam
Good.
fours,
I
chat.
don't talk.
Just
Yeah,
grind.
don't try to manipulate me. Whatever you want. I doubt. Oh wait, good one.
Is this an improvement on Persuasion
Don't,
Pie?
please.
Is
Sure,
Persuasion
that's-
Pie
I
better,
don't
or is it
talk
just
such rot.
is it
Good
just
one.
easier for
Don't try-
people?
Yeah, I doubt it.
I never understood those people that were like,
I doubt it. What? Don't, please. I'm
I
sorry.
couldn't-
Yeah, I get it.
I couldn't read the facial expressions in default Oblivion.
Don't.
I
try
couldn't-
To manipulate
I couldn't tell what the NPCs
no
were
more.
feeling.
You're frightening me. No more. Don't.
I like the
doubt it.
colors. The colors
Okay.
trivialize the game.
Take care.
They make it just more spammable. It's just something you spam until the NPC finally fucking subsides. You gotta slow down. You gotta show skill.
Take your time.
Also use charm.
Pay attention, and you can learn a lot. Bye.
Bye. I don't even understand how you play that minigame. You max out the bar on the things that they like, and you minimize the bar on the things they don't like. That's it. How can you not tell? So people said that they couldn't tell in general, and then like the Cope response was that actually I could tell. It's just with the Argonians I can't tell. No, I think the minigame is an unnecessary like abstraction. They tried to like they've tried multiple times to like explain, guys, listen, minigames, they were just cool at the time. And it's like, no, you don't need this abstraction. Just make it a button I press and then roll a dice and tell me if it worked. So why is there gold trim on the mithril armor now? Oh yeah, those bog beacons. The reason I'm like picking the bog beacons is they do restore magicka. Make restore magicka potions with them. To make it look fancy, I guess. No, it's literally just that like it was trendy to put mini games into stuff because of like Fable 2 or some shit like that. Why didn't they make this an actual dog? Who are you? I can't kill this dog. I gotta soul trap it. Oh, he even had a bone. He even had a bone, chat. He was biting me with a bone in its mouth. Or he had swallowed it. I guess that's the two possibilities. There's a will-o'-the-wisp. What I love is when the game runs it at 40 frames per second. You send him to Jib and the Soul Cairn. The Soul Cairn is like... I'm sorry, but... The Soul Cairn just gets funnier with time. You know what I love about Will-o'-the-Wisp? You can't tell what fucking direction they're facing unless they move. Holy shit, I deleted him. I hear a dog, but I can't tell if that's just ambient noise or if there is like an actual wolf in the area. Has there ever been a UE5 game that didn't run like shit? I mean, if it was like 10 years old, I think Fortnite runs fine, doesn't it? Holy. Just disappeared into the depths. It's a misconception that all soul trap souls go to the soul cairn. I mean, that's basically what they portray. Okay, so what's the argument against that? Is the argument against that the player doesn't see the souls that they trap themselves in the soul cairn? And so that's the reason why, like, it's just some souls, guys. The issue is, like, they showed it, and the way they showed it, and it felt very just kind of empirical that, like, yeah, it's everybody, like... It's not a misconception. In Skyrim, it's revealed that all soul trap souls go to the soul cairn. ESO makes it worse somehow. Where do souls go if not the soul cairn? I always assumed that the soul gems were just, like, a temporary holding thing. Like, I didn't think that Soul Trap was, like, superseding someone's natural claim to go into the afterlife. Because it's like, it seems like if Soul Trap prevented you from going to the afterlife, like, objectively, like, and that, like, the scientific community knew that, it would be banned. They banned levitation magic. They banned teleportation magic. They didn't even ban teleportation magic. They just deleted it from existence. Did nobody think that, like, hey, we should probably do something about this whole soul trap thing? Oh, I get it. Magical items are just too useful. We need that 15 extra points of fire damage. It's big soul gem. Okay, there is a door. Oh, see, it's too dark for me to see. And this is why we can't have darkness. We can't have darkness because a player was thrown off for, what, a minute? Oh. Oh, good. I can see I'm already going to enjoy this one. Azura is dark as hell. I don't know what... You should not be of the impression that Azura is a good person. How do they even ban teleportation? I mean, like, if we were talking practical mechanics, how do you write a story where teleportation is banned? I mean, you just say, like, your Mages Guild dues get with, like, your rank in the Mages Guild is lost, and you lose access to, like, all those services. And it's like, at some point you're gonna have those problems. At some point, the battle mage is gonna show up, cast silence on you, and then fuck your day up. I think the issue with Oblivion is that the Mages Guild didn't have enough quests about the battle mages being magic cops. It's got a couple, but it needed way more. But rogue mages wouldn't care. At some point, you're gonna want to buy magical supplies or participate in society. Like, can they ban it empirically where nobody ever practices it? No. They also can't do that with fentanyl. So I mean, like, not really a critique, but like, yeah. Like the Mages Guild as an institution was supposed to have like solutions for this type of thing. Is Almalexia in the Soul Cairn? Listen, not unless otherwise like specifically mandated as like part of some kind of narrative thing, we have to assume that like whoever did Azura's quest in Morrowind was not the Nerevarine, and who was definitely not the same person who fought Almalexia. So, no. Teleportation should be reintroduced in TES 6 as fast travel. That would be like, that would probably piss me off even more, because it's like, see, we're acknowledging the criticism, and it's like, no, because you know that's how ESO does it, right? ESO's basically has that. Just make teleportation a mechanic. I want it to be a mechanic. I want it to be a mechanical thing that I do that's part of my class that comes with a trade-off. Like, am I gonna level mysticism, or am I gonna use like scrolls to do it, or am I gonna get like enchanted items or what have you?
Skirting around in the shadows, making me jumping.
You're pretty bad at your witch hunting job. It was fine in Daggerfall. The problem is that, like, they're gonna do another, like, 16 square mile map. So, like, I think to make travel, like, an actual consideration, you have to start with, like, making a map that, players would benefit from having, like, it be a mechanical consideration. Hello? Pathfinding? Pathfinding? Guess we're getting some destruction levels in. Just holding down C. Oh, he got over the hump. What was even like messing him up? I mean, I have a rule against black pilling in like conversations of Elder Scrolls. Like, I'll just take the conversation to the logical conclusion that happens every time. There will be 3 skills. The 3 skills will be magic, combat, and stealth. And there will be no arrows. There will be no ammo of any kind. No kind of like maintenance mechanics or anything like that. And it's like, is this really like, is this how you want to spend your day? Notice how the skeletons carry silver weapons? Pay attention. Why would there be 9 skills? There aren't even 9 divines. Okay, but which would you rather have? Skooma or teleportation? I know what I would rather have. Alright, so my one of my neighbors is being incredibly poor right now. They're blasting that base cannon. I think this is an impetus to call ICE. I don't even know if they're illegals, but I think this is like, if they weren't illegal, I think they should still be deported. No, I'll behave. I don't want to go to Venezuela.
Who's there?
Must have been the wind. Let us hear it. It's on the fucking thing that it's showing up. You might not be able to hear it because it's very low frequency, but yeah.
I'll send your bloody soul straight to Sovngarde.
This bard is doing more witch hunting than that fucking witch hunter. Is it a good song? No, I all I can hear is the bass line. The song is dump, 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 dump. That's what I hear. Yeah, that's way too loud. Well, I definitely don't want to be, like, footing the bill on their fucking, like, their hearing aid in 30 years. I think they did that to their own damn self. Then why is there a horse in the soul cairn? Why'd you spell it like solvent? Listen, I get the whole soul thing, but like, why are we doing that for the soul cairn? Did I train? I do not remember. I always have to check. Yeah, we trained. This has soul. This has soul, I tell you. Soul. You see, what Oblivion has that Avowed doesn't is it has soul. Pat, why are you always trying to get me to spend $70 on Avowed? I mean, you can just play Oblivion. Pretty much everything I'm doing is possible, like, in that game. Do only black souls to go to the soul cairn? We were just... I mean, I assume this is why people are talking about the horse having a soul. Yes, I always assumed that, like, the reason that Arvak is in the soul cairn wasn't a statement that Arvak was so powerful that he had a black soul. I always assumed that the reason he's in the soul cairn is to indicate that, yes, it includes animals. Where are all the skeever souls? Listen, you're just not in that part of heaven. I don't know, there should be like a bajillion fucking people in the soul cairn. Especially if it's like in Oblivion. I mean, it's a fair guess that they just didn't think it through. This motherfucker. It's showing that he has the Curus equipped. Hmm. 11% spell effectiveness lost. Him playing Morrowind would explain why he's in here and not just like living in a house. You're a Cyrodiilic vampire, dude. Why you gotta live in a fucking dark cave? Why was the dragon in the Soul Cairn? Because he's a necromancer. Did you miss that very obvious part of the plot where he sits down and talks to you and says, "Hey, so I was a dragon necromancer, and that's why I'm in the Soul Cairn. I was making deals with these guys and I didn't realize I got fucked over." Did you think the point of the dragon being in the Soul Cairn was that somebody actually, like, soul-trapped a dragon? Because they make it clear that's not how that works. Where did the buildings come from, though? I assume the fucking sentient people that run the Soul Cairn. Alright, listen, chat. You gotta stop asking questions. If you want to know how shit works, go place Dawnguard and go to the Soul Cairn. Like, you're asking questions that the DLC answers. This isn't even just like Bethesda not thinking it through. This is like, you just don't know. Like, you apparently haven't played Dawnguard. It was for a cool set piece in a summon. Bro, he says, I was a That's why he has the fucking shout that's like, is a necromancy themed shout. It's like, I was a fucking, like, I dabbled in necromancy and I made a deal with the ideal masters and got fucked over and now I'm stuck in here. You know what's kind of sad is that as dumb as chat is right now, that's still, like, not that different than, like, actual YouTubers that have talked about me. It's like, well, if you had the media literacy to watch the video, you would have realized that this whole point you're bringing up was answered. Wait. Oh, it's a shortcut out. It's so weird. It's like a shortcut that saves 10 seconds. Hey, listen, don't imply that the Skyrim videos talked about Dawnguard, because most of them didn't. Did I show the clip of Supermad's mind breaking that there wasn't a good outcome of the 10-penny tower quest? What, the ghouls taking over the tower is the good outcome? What do you mean? They kill all the rich assholes. No, it's even better. It's too long and yet I must respond despite not watching it, but the parts I will watch, I'll watch at 3 in the morning so that I miss several of the arguments that address the things I'm bringing up. I thought chat would be on good behavior today. Yeah, I think the Trump administration stopped, like, covering their brain medicine. see. Spell absorption? I think like spell absorption would be a good thing to carry. Just like if I face another one of those liches. But the problem is they shoot ice magic and they're immune to it. So it's like... like, who is a spellcaster that casts a spell that isn't resistant to it? Why were they so, like... Why are they so, like, married to that idea? I'm gonna do what this chat needs to do. I'm gonna go to church. Unsolicited opinions on Orsinium. Guy, that would be the funny. It's like, so Super Rad makes a video about Skyrim, right? And people, we've been speculating on like, so who are the Palestinians? Who's the Palestinian stand-in, right? And the popular theory is that it's the Forsworn, but then it's like, you have that situation where it's like, well, what about the Forsworn's relationship with like, the Forsworn's relationship with like the orcs? How do we account for that? Ew.
Greetings to you.
Someone really needs to solve the mystery of where the 250,000 lines of dialogue in Starfield are. Because it honestly seems like that number's made up.
How do you do?
Alright. That fixed the problem. Good. Chat, now you have no excuse. My intelligence has been fixed, so go to fucking church. Get your brain fixed. That's just trying to get people to convert to Christianity lately. They're all hidden in quests no one's found yet. Chat, is this a vanilla run? Yeah, this is what Oblivion looked like in 2006. Actually, this is how Oblivion ran in 2006, for sure. Uh-oh. I think someone's had an incident. Nine out of 10 people quit playing Starfield just before it got good. It's so true. I think some people have lost the plot. That wasn't an unironic defense of Starfield. We were making fun of them for that. Okay, so you don't think the goblins are Palestinian, that they're not allegorical for Palestinians. You think that the goblins are Palestine, like the concept of Palestine. I mean, what is a country if not representative of a people?
You're pathetic.
Why am I surrounded by bubbles, though? Why are you surrounded by bubbles? Chat, I asked that question. I don't know. Why is my face visible? but my clothes invisible. I'm surprised the Thalmor don't hate the Dunmer more. Oh hey, it's one of those things that I gotta restart the entire game to fix, huh? Guys, it's a flawless remaster. Guys, listen, it's trying to capture the spirit of what Oblivion was originally like. Just go jump in water. No, it's still there. No, particle effects just get stuck to me and I gotta restart the game to fix it. Oh, no, okay. Going in a new interior fixed it this time. Oh, I already tell this is gonna be a fucking undead cave. Oh, this is that one that's part of the dead drop quest. I hate the Elder Scrolls series. King shit. King opinion. Uh-oh. Wait. I can't cast it yet. Holy fuck. Okay. I guess we just have a master calcinator now. Can't wait till next time I make poisons. I mean, anybody who's like day to day is making content on dead franchises is going to be like suspect in terms of the quality of their work. Like Halo is a dead franchise. No two ways about it. I think it's woke. I think it's woke, chat. Chat, I think it's woke. I think this is the part where the guy actually, like, walks around. Like, the guy you kill is part of the dead drop. There doesn't seem to be, like, anything here. Wait, but there was that other door. Where does that other door go to? Like, I'm so fucking fast. Oh no, there's an upper area. Okay. The Wokler. Chat, can we talk about the woke right? Guys, he's not a lich, he's a lich in progress. I don't know, do you think that, like, I mean, I think the answer is yes, but, like, I think there's gonna be a fundamental transformation in, like, the AWI stuff. Although, like, I do think that there will be a second Gamergate, like a real Gamergate 2, not the lame Gamergate 2 that people, like, pretended. I forget, what exactly was Never Knows Best even saying was Gamergate 2? He didn't coin it that. Other people were saying it was Gamergate 2, but what was that situation? Because obviously it wasn't the real thing. And then lately, fucking Hassan was, like, saying that his situation was Gamergate 2. But I think the actual Gamergate 2 will be, like, exposing a lot of, like, the right-wing grifter types. They'll be doing some type of collusion or some shit. The Sweet Baby Inc. controversy, yes. Yeah, like, who the fuck thought that that was Gamergate 2? iDub said that Creator Clash 3 was Gamergate 2. It was 95% it was Hassan. I mean, they're all tied together at this point, but yeah. No, when I say Gamergate 2, I mean, like, it's got to be the catastrophic shitstorm. It's got to be, like, Kotaku losing millions of dollars in advertising revenue. You'll know it when it happened, and then you'll feel stupid that you thought that the Sweet Baby Inc. thing is in any way comparable. Yeah, so I was talking with other people, and they were of the mind that, like, if GTA 6 is, like, aggressively woke when it comes out, and if it's bad, right? So, like, it's bad enough that, like, the normie audience that are gonna pay $100 for it, it's bad, like, that whole situation is, like, bad enough, and then it's, like, kind of politically charged. Like, that could kickstart something. Why did that guy message, "Are we snorting dicks again?" and then immediately delete his message? You don't think GTA is too big to fail? You know, too big to fail, like, was used to describe things that failed. Like, the banks had failed, and the ideological conversation was, like, they're too big, we can't allow them to fail because it's gonna, like, it's gonna be a huge, like, loss to the American people. Like, so no, GTA 6 is not too big to fail. That's not me predicting that I think it will fail, though. It's kind of difficult to predict because, like, if the rumor that they're gonna go for, like, the $100 price tag is true, um, it'll definitely, like, that definitely makes it very difficult because I can't predict whether people will actually go for that or not. I think people mean there's no way GTA 6 will not make money. I mean, if they have actually spent like over $1 billion on its budget, then yes, there is absolutely a way that it can not make that like it could fail to make money. Hello? Almost a one shot. Wouldn't that get GTA 6 more praise if it grows aggressively woke? Do you live in reality? I was oh yeah, that's reminding me, chat. I did a little psyop. Can I get some let me get some screenshots set up. You see, I'm sneaky. I'm playing both sides. Alright, and context bar is taking too long to go away, so I pointed this out on Twitter that the corporate accounts on Blue Sky don't have their profile pictures set for Pride Month. And then on Blue Sky, and I don't think anybody on either site seemed to notice. I pointed out on Blue Sky that the Twitter accounts didn't have their fucking pride flag set up either. I made fun of it from both angles. I'm an enlightened centrist. Oh, what's going on here? Why is Blue Sky censored on Twitter? Yeah, no, you're like no shit. Your post will get throttled on Twitter if you actually say the name Blue Sky. No matter who wins, I lose, and that's what matters. It's true. You gotta endeavor to always be on the... Okay, whose sound effect is that? You always gotta endeavor to be, like, on the losing side of every issue. So I'm gonna... That's why, I'm gonna be running interference for, Outer Worlds 2. Wow. 2 liches? Is it my birthday? Oh. I thought there were 2 liches. I guess we're alerting everybody in the dungeon, though. Just keep giving me magicka, I won't die. What are you guys good? Hyper potion combat. Oh shit, they silenced me. And this could turn into a bad situation. I mean, that's if the AI knows how to exploit it. Because, like, I'm kind of, like, trapped down here right now. I probably gotta, like, run past enemies to get out of it. But Yeah. Just don't touch anything. Like, does this guy even know I exist? Oh, he does now. I keep face stabbing. Oh my god, this dungeon is so ambitious, but also it's kind of shit.
Your presence here will not be
Um... We doing like a little troll op here? Who did this?
Damn rats, always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
I love that I love that the wraiths T-pose. Like they will they were like one-shotting me at one point and then they would just like hit that pose. So, alright, so can I actually like get out of this situation? Without having to fight like a bajillion fucking people at once? So like, how did I get detected by other people? Like, fuck off. I like that they're trapped in here too. How old am I? Well, it's a felony if you talk to me. They can see your hood's foreskin. True. So I assume the actual way out of here is somewhere, like, through this area. Yeah, like, how does that get the attention of, like, every fucking NPC in here? The general audience of Oblivion and Skyrim players don't know what the Kamana Tongue is. The Kamana Tongue is in this game. What are you talking about? Let it go. You're just hallucinating. That floating scrap of cloth floating towards you at dick height is coming to suck your dick. I'm coming to swallow it. Inhale it, if you would. Oh, I thought that it had actually allowed me to get away without being detected, but no, everybody's just everybody in this dungeon randomly is more omniscient than everybody else. The ghosts can go through walls, so of course they can see through walls too. I wonder what there is more of, people who didn't give the amulet to Joffrey or people who knows the Kamanatong is in Oblivion. I mean, they're in the Mehrunes Razor DLC, which is like one of the more popular ones in this game. Oh yeah, by the way, my illusion is like 92. What the fuck? Okay, so this is a circle? No, it's like, so I'm... Okay. I probably would have put, like, candles right here. If I'm being real with you. Can we get a mage light? I am sneaking, so no. It's so dark. Yeah, it's almost like I'm trapped in a fucking cave sewer thing. Yeah, I don't know Night Eye. Open your map, dick man. Ooh, yeah, see? This is what I was missing. This right here, this would have helped me out tremendously. Oh, man. Why didn't I use the map? Does this one fall too? Motion to ban single layer maps from all games ever. The reason that they are the way they are is that it's an auto map. So it's like, it's automatically coming up with the asset. You know what? I'll give it credit. It works sometimes. It doesn't work when there's like three-dimensional aspects to it. No, I knew how to get out. I knew how to get out.
Who's there?
You realize the problem we were having was that this gate was closed. Oh, and that we were fighting like every necromancer in this dungeon at the same time, for whatever reason. You cocksucker. Do do do. Yo, what the hell? What did he hit me with? Do you not have a bow? No. I refuse. I refuse to be a stealth archer. Out of principle.
Well then, look who we've got here.
I have a working theory. If I touch him, does that turn their AI off? It turned that one. It seemed to turn that one lady's AI off. Holy shit, that's what killed me. Daggerfall had a better 3D dungeon map. Are you sure you're talking about Daggerfall and not Unity? Fucking A, he's hitting that clip. He was here a second ago.
He was here a second ago.
Oblivion can't have a 3D dungeon map because of Xbox. That's how people used to talk. What's your opinion on virtue points? I was talking about it in my script. The main issue is that it basically kills min-maxing as a scene.
I'd better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things.
Yeah,
I
like you
am.
see how they like run up and like touch you and then decide like, oh, I'm out of it. And this fucking guy. Oh, see, he hears me, you know? He hears me. In a bad way. I think the issue is that like people perceive it like, well, getting rid of min-maxing is good, right? You're complaining about it. And I'm like, no. Min-maxing was one of the playstyles. They're all bad. All of those options were bad. Or problematic. I guess the least bad one in terms of like being poor design is the just play the game people. Because like you can at least fix that. And if you fix that, then like I guess it's admirable that like just play the game is like what you catered to. But like, no, min-maxing is bad. Refusing to level is bad. All of these things are not good things to have in your role-playing game. Alright, I wasn't clear on what Unity had changed. Alright, so that was a really fucking stupid encounter. And not just because I was, like, cheesing it, but, like, I'm pretty sure the AI was broken and being way too detecting. I've never had it, like... I've never had AI in different rooms, like, detect me as I was doing my work. No, and I would even say that, like, there's nothing about Oblivion that makes min-maxing mandatory. Like, if that's what you took away from my video, you took away the wrong thing. Min-maxing was just what I chose because I think that's the most fun option. Yeah, but there's no min-maxing in this. Like, my endurance is the same that it was at level 1. And, like, when I decide to start leveling it, it's retroactive. I'm gonna retroactively get that health. So, like, if there's no, like, tangible things that you can lose out on because of your early choices, then, like, no, there's nothing to min-max. Well, well, well. Mhm. Around the corner, you have a fucking... You have a targeted silence spell with an area of effect? Oh my god, he silenced me again. Okay. Alright, here's where we hit him with the reverse Uno. Wait. Can we just restore health, or magicka? You dick. What happened to bike? It's just in the shop. Until, I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. Like, there was nothing major wrong with it. This time... Of course there's a skill book in here. Speaking of skill books, I gotta track down all the illusion skill books. They really... Skill books are in an odd place in Oblivion. I think they work a little better in Fallout 3. Just because, like, there's no need to cache skill books in Fallout 3. I mean, there's really no need to cache skill books anymore in Oblivion, considering how fast magic levels, but I digress. I would be surprised if they did an Oblivion Creation Club. They don't really seem to be supporting it in general. You eat the books in Fallout 3? Yeah, it helps that, like, you get to control when it gets consumed. No, you can't This is Oblivion. There's no giving orders to followers. They don't need to release the creation kit. Oblivion's creation kit is already out there. Like, people are already modding this game. Oh, sorry, I meant Fallout 3. Well, you don't use them when you pick them up in Fallout 3, so it's a bit of a moot point to order them. Yeah, this part always sucks. Hang on. Sort. Okay. So the Master Calcinator definitely. Expert, journeyman. I mean, it's a pretty good setup. Holy shit, that's a 700 gold potion? Jesus, these things are a plague. Magic always leveled fast? You're fucking high. Magic leveling in Oblivion is fucking glacial. I'm sorry, you're not rewriting history. Oh, it's your intelligence skill ups that slow it down. You need... I will always remember, you need 254 restoration spellcasts just to go from 99 to 100. Does anybody remember what's the number to go from 5 to 100? They fixed it here kinda. No, they overreacted. Okay? This is not a fucking like this is not the skill results of a 50-hour playthrough. Okay? Chat, we're 17 hours in. I almost have 2 skills maxed out. This is not default behavior. Oh, it's slow in Morrowind too. In Morrowind, you absolutely need trainers. $95? No, the number of spellcasts to go from 5 to 100. Because you get 0.6 restoration experience if you don't have it in your class or specialization. Oh. We got entire categories of items I gotta dump off. Whoops. My Daedric dagger. That's a lot of fucking soul gems. I need to get rid of some of these filled soul gems. Alright, fucking P. I hate the Antichrist. I hate the Antichrist. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to go out on a limb, but I remembered that it was something like 16,000 casts. Pat, you didn't talk about Sam, Pat. Pat, you didn't talk about Shady Sam. We don't board horses anymore, we eat horses. I hate the new loading screen. This game needs photo mode
need
so
some-
that you can make your own.
Come see me anytime, friend. You need something. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? Another. Come see me anytime, friend. I'm here.
Horses suck in games. All right. There's little like you got to do a lot to get banned from my chat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's really cool in 76 that your screenshots become loading screens. I think it's the same way in Starfield, actually. I mean, like, that's a really good addition. Listen, say what you will about the Israel-Palestine conflict, but do not fucking diss the horses. Lost Boy Cavern. Holy shit. We gotta get there. Yeah, see, like, that guy took a second to even figure out that we were here. Meanwhile, everybody in that necromancer cave knew instantly. I got food poisoning from a Tainted Grail. Damn, the joke doesn't work. Sorry, I thought it was Tainted Grail. God, I love Unreal Engine 5. I like how washed out and garbage this looks. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're gonna discover Lost Boy Cavern, but we gotta go level. I think Epstein's flavor was girls. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but all I ever heard was that, like, there were, like, teenage girls on Little St. James. Look at this entrance, though. This is kind of snazzy. I mean, I want to see inside, right? We'll come back, but, like, I gotta know what's inside Lost Boy Cave. No, I think you're mixing up your, like, pedophile conspiracy theories. I'm pretty sure Pizzagate was babies. Or not, like, literal babies, but, like, Pizzagate was pretty young. Like, they had...
Oh, hello.
The theory was that they had, like, code words that they would use. I've been fast traveling this entire video. Alright, part of me, like, really wants to get speed over with, but... And listen, I'm just trying to get that dagger up, because, like, that's 80 damage. I think as an opener? I don't know, pretty good. I figured it out. Drowns in the cum reminds me of Palpatine. It's Darth Jar Jar. We made the joke in the Star Wars video that Jar Jar drowned in cum. Oh, I didn't train. I didn't train. I mean, yeah, we just gotta train for this level. Oh, and we still gotta get the illusion skill books. I'm about to fucking log off. I got too much to do. I gotta get food. Let's see. We got up to 50. And I definitely felt like those five skill points in Sneak actually felt like a lot. Let's see. I'm thinking alteration. Athragar in the Coral Mages Guild. No, like in the early game, I fast traveled so much because looting the guild halls and like selling the stuff off, and then like training because I was leveling like once every 30 minutes to an hour. I was fast traveling all over the place. It's actually slowed down quite a bit.
Weapons at Fire and Steel. Have you been recently?
I was in there just a few days ago. Rashida's prices are very reasonable. Things could always be worse.
Go ahead, chat. Say something nice.
Go hurt something.
It's you. Hi.
What is it now?
Do you ever spend time in the Oak Enclosure?
I've had many meals at the Oak Enclosure. Sure, it may not be the best in all Cyrodiil, but it suits me.
I'm sorry, but you're crazy if you think the orc voice was a downgrade. You want to go back to... I love the Nord and orc voice and... oh my god. Who are you?
Good morning.
Well met. Certainly. There's much I can show you.
We're
You
not
too.
talking about the Emperor's murder.
The Nork voices are great. Stop. You're telling me that you would prefer that over the Skyrim orc voice actor. You chat is actually fucking coping right now. Hang on. Oh, I would be owning you right now if YouTube wasn't taking a second to load. Chat, you would be getting owned right now.
Yeah, buy a goddamn book.
Yeah, buy a goddamn
Okay, who did this?
book.
Who revoiced the orcs like that? Yeah, it's a downgrade, guys. That's an upgrade.
You don't? Oh, well, all right. I'm sorry. It's just that I fully expected a challenge. It is your right. If you change your mind, I'll be ready.
Pat, why did you
don't?
switch off of Firefox?
Well, I can only hope you'll change your mind. In the arena, yes. In the arena, anything could happen.
Oh, never mind. It's
Anything.
loading slow
You
in
don't?
Zen, too.
Oh,
What the
well,
fuck?
good. Very good indeed.
Why do I only have one single tab of working YouTube? I was trying to like line it up so that I could go like back to back.
You don't? It's more than a few people. Well, the Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did. But we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned.
Outsider,
I don't know
come
what-
here. I want a word. Let's get this over with.
No, it's worse.
If there's
See?
a chance this'll save me.
See how much worse that is?
Was, but something important was taken away from Manamarco.
Then I'm taking it.
It
What?
doesn't
What is this?
this doesn't sound like what an
Why
orc
are we
sounds like.
bothering with this? I'll lead the way, but you'd better back me up. Fine. Let's get this over with.
Listen, chat. I don't like Skyrim as much as the next guy, but you are actually fucking coping. Kratos light voice acting. Good. Good.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier. Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wayrest.
What is it?
You're ignoring the people who are agreeing with you except one guy. I'm sorry, but it's such a
I wish I could go and save them.
it's such an egregious opinion.
Go on.
Who the fuck are you?
Say what you're going to say. Stop talking.
Any news from the other provinces?
Who are you?
I understand.
I deny divide. Assault! Assault!
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Hey, come on now. There's no need to get violent. Hey, what'd you do that for? You some kind of maniac?
We're just doing Oblivion right now. Real Oblivion hours. This is peak gameplay, honestly. I mean, like, yeah, like, this would actually be kind of, like, based. I have never seen this. Did your tail not chameleon? Bruh, you're worried about my tail? Is this how chameleon works now? No, it's broken. This is definitely not how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to see through your fucking leg. Yeah, I don't think it's working correctly. Why does your Argonian look like Ron Perlman? The better question is, why does Ron Perlman look like that? The Speechcraft minigame in Oblivion reminds me of this weird period. No, no, no. What you're observing is they talk about it. Like, there's literally a quote of, I think it's Bruce Nesmith on the Oblivion 5-year anniversary podcast where he's like, yeah, you know, I think at the time, like, minigames were all the rage. You look like Yoshi from the Mario Brothers movie. Thank God somebody recognizes that I kind of modeled it on those, like, stupid-looking fucking dinosaur guys. So,
Why, you dirty little thief! How dare you touch me?
How goes it?
I've been better.
Really? What a shame.
I've been better. Really, what a shame. You can't...
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
Really? Only 40 gold?
Then pay with your blood!
Hey,
You won't get away with this!
Worthless thief!
Why? Stay away! Die! Die!
Alright, cool. Well... this is kind of what I always wanted from life. This right here is what Avowed had to match to be considered good. um... Oh yeah, I just realized the horse is sprinting. The horse has a sprint, chat. Holy shit. What I like is when you steal a horse and they, like, almost kill the horse. In their genocidal quest. Oh, all of our advantage is lost. Paint horse, why is the UI element there? Because I'm looking at the horse. As dumb as that sounds, because the cursor's on the horse. Come on, buddy, you can make it. You just gotta live long enough to get to the land. I mean, the issue is that this is an island, so... No, it's not! I mean, it's still an island, yes, but... The issue is there's more guards on the bridge. So we gotta find the land bridge on the north side. Am I getting infinite sprint because I'm changing directions? Like, I feel like there's a limit on... There was a limit on sprint. My favorite bridge. I love that this exists. This is so fucking stupid. Yeah, the bridge around the Imperial City. What? Why would ships need to be here? There will be some Oblivion fan who's like, why would ships need to be there? The dock's on the fucking south side of the island. I don't think I'm escaping these guys on the horse. I mean, for one, I'm faster than it. Did the dev team ever explain why they didn't do much to... They didn't do the much more unique original Cyrodiil? I mean, like, probably not. I haven't watched any of, like, the interviews and stuff. Like, I don't even know if there's, like, a lot of interviews explaining the creative decision. I'm pretty sure it's just, like, let's cash in on the original Oblivion. And so it's like, they gotta port the assets one-to-one. Especially because, like, it's Gamebryo loading it. So in order for them to change it, they would have to, like... actually bust open like the engine and start like they'd have to make the assets and then they'd have to like change it, and then it's like there could be compatibility issues with backloading the mods. Like there's all kinds of reasons why they probably like didn't, even though like yes it is a missed opportunity, but also like I can envision there being a meeting where like but players will be confused why there is like even changes in the first place. Ignore me, guys. I think he meant the original dev team. Kirkbride has a quote about it. Kirkbride says that it's literally just Todd saw like Fellowship of the Ring and decided that's the aesthetic he wanted. But also, honestly, like I doubt Jungle Cyrodiil is ever actually going to be a thing. Why are people obsessed with Cyrodiil looking like a jungle that would have sucked? I gotta be impressed with how, like, fucking stupid that sentiment is. If it was different, then it would have been bad. It's like, bro, there's an area of the map that's already kind of jungle-like that's, like, perfectly fine. You know, they could have made it a good jungle, right? But yeah, I think that's the stream. I got filtered by the jungle tick. No, I meant to leave like an hour ago. Mods, crush his fucking nuts. We found Bethesda's core audience. As sad as it is, these people do exist. I've like I've encountered these people. There was somebody that made the rounds who's like big. They were making a big. They were honestly saying the same thing. Like, Jungle Cyrodiil would have just been bad, and it's like, why? Is the assertion that like jungle games would just be bad? Do you think Skyrim is the way it is because Todd liked Game of Thrones? No. Because, one, your timeline doesn't make sense. Like, Game of Thrones was kind of a thing at the office in terms of, like, the writing and stuff. But, like, most people ask that question generally are asking about the visual aesthetics. And then, obviously, the storytelling, like, it obviously isn't there for that to be what you're asking about either. So... But yeah, thanks for coming out, chat.